Hi there, welcome back. This is Vince, the current president of the Association of International Graduate Admissions Consultants, or AIGAC. This is our State of the Organization update, organized by committee. So the next committee that I'm going to talk about is our survey committee. I was the chair years ago, and I want to give a special shout out, first of all, to the current survey committee members. It's chaired by the amazing Scott Shrum, who, if you notice, is also the chair of the membership committee, which means we need new we need new people. Help Scott out. He's juggling two committees at the moment, and it's just so much work. Helping him is the amazing Barbara Coward, who's from Enrollment Strategies, Vrinda Jalan, who's one of our newest members, who's joining us from the Red Pen, has been instrumental in helping the survey committee. Stephen Round, who's with me here in Japan, not with me right now, but based in my same home market. Actually, he's based in Canada. Anyway, Steve is an old friend and an active member of the survey committee and an MBA holder himself. I want to thank Stephen for his hard work there. And finally, our immediate past president, who's really, I would say, within AIGAC, the champion of the survey. She's the one who really pushes it. Scott is a marketing expert who knows how to execute a survey and interpret a survey, given his marketing specialty, his Kellogg MBA, his data background with MIT and all that other stuff. Scott is really good at executing surveys. I think Andrea really is the best person I've ever known. Perhaps it's her Chicago Booth MBA. Perhaps it's her Bain consulting experience, or perhaps it's just because she's amazing. But she's, I think, in many ways, she's not the mastermind of the survey, but the survey in its current form is very much the brainchild of Andrea and currently the muscle of Scott, Barbara, Vrinda, and Stephen. That committee should be a lot bigger, actually. We should have 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 members of the survey committee. Let me talk a little bit about what it is, actually. Maybe I should not focus so much on the people and the personalities, but on the content. So as I said in another video, it's our thought leadership. Actually, I'm going to illustrate it by telling a story. So in 2010, I believe, I'm going to get the years all wrong. Hang on, give me 1 second. Let me check myself for a second. Is it right that our conference in 2010 was Wharton? No, that can't be right. All right, forget the years. I'm turning 47 soon, and all of a sudden I feel like I'm losing my memory. Forget the years. I'm going to just use the school names for the conferences. Please forgive me here for 1 second. I want to get these videos made. They take more time than you might imagine, and I'm just about to start MBA interview season, as I guess a lot of you are as well. So forgetting the year for a minute, but I remember, I'll never forget the location. We were at Wharton. We were in Philly for our conference that was hosted that year by Wharton. It was our Philly conference. And we were in the room in a sort of closed door session, so I'm not going to name names. We were talking to some very high-level admissions officers, MBA admissions officers from MBA programs. And I think then that year, the head of the survey committee was Andrea, and Andrea had this great idea to ask applicants, what percentage of you are being asked by your boss to write your own letter of recommendation? And we found out in the survey, first of all, that women are much more likely to be asked by their boss than men to write their own letter. We found just how widespread it is universally. And we were able to break it out country by country. We were able to get a lot of granularity about this practice, that sort of the elephant in the room. And when we named the elephant and admissions officers heard us and saw the data, they said, basically, what can we do about it? We don't like the fact that we assume recommendation letters are authentic. We want them to be authentic. What can we do about it? And we said, just brainstorming, it's not like we tell them what to do, but someone in the room was like, well, why not streamline the process? In the old days, I've been doing this 15 years. I remember the years when Columbia and Berkeley as well had 10, 11 questions. The recommendation letter, in some cases, was longer than the essays. Just so much writing. And from the school's perspective, their logic is, if you really want to go to our school, and if we have 12 recommendation letter questions, if the recommendation is 4 pages long, and you really want to go to our school, you should be able to manage up and convince your boss to write that extra 3 pages or 2 pages for my dream school. That's the school's logic. But the reality is, bosses are busy. Managing directors or whoever, the higher level people that sometimes applicants try to get to write their letters, and they say, yeah, great, I did it for that school that had 2 questions, 3 questions. Now you want me to do all of this? And anyway, I don't want to talk about the point too much about the problem. I want to talk about the solution. We showed the data. The school said, what can we do to change it? The following year, fast forward, Columbia steps up and invites us to their campus. We're on Columbia's campus, Columbia Business School. Very first thing at the conference, as I remember it, the associate dean of the MBA of Columbia Business School, overall associate dean, comes out and says, AIGAC, welcome. Welcome to Columbia. We heard you. We saw your survey. We knew how surprisingly and uncomfortably common it is that an applicant is asked by her boss, you write it, I'll sign it. We heard you. We listened. We're changing. We simplified our recommendation letters. Thank you, AIGAC. It was like, wow. That to me, more than anything else, showed me, and time again, when I visit schools as AIGAC and I talk to an admissions officer, I mention our survey all the time. Did you know this, that, and the other thing? And they actually get very interested. And it allows me as a member of AIGAC to have a conversation with an admissions officer that's different than, it informs the conversation at our conference. It informs the conversation in our industry. It makes impact on our industry, and it gives committee members who I've already thanked and officers of the board and AIGAC members, frankly, something to talk about. When you see admissions officers, you can use the AIGAC data to basically frame the conversation around something that's ours. And it is the effort of that committee, and is the effort of the folks that started the survey years ago. And it frankly, and back to you, the members, and then I am going to sign this video off. We need responses. So we need to get thousands of responses to make the data valid, hopefully hundreds or if not thousands. And then that's where every member can help us distribute the survey. You have built trust with your clients. You've hopefully just helped them or about to help them get into one of their top schools or a school anyway. You've worked hard on their behalf. They trust you. And then you go to them and you say, look, I am able to do my job well because of the work of people that came before me, and the data that was gathered by applicants, that was submitted by anonymous applicants before you, helps me do my job well. So pay it forward. Complete this survey so that we as AIGAC can be your voice to continually improve this process. So you, the members, if you want to get involved in the survey committee to build your data analytics skills, great. But no matter what, we're counting on you to help us distribute the survey so that we can have an N, so that our data set will be relevant. So we need you, our members, to help us gather these voices so that we can communicate them with the schools and with each other. All right. Thanks for watching. That's the end of the survey committee update. I'll be making a few more of these videos going over the other committees that we have as AIGAC. Thanks for your time and attention. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. That's the way to know when I or other AIGAC members have made videos. We want to build our social media presence as a way to help you, our membership, gain more visibility. So thanks for watching. Bye for now.